Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. A Topeka school bus driver arrested on child pornography charges in Texas.
So we wanted to know which local school districts require criminal background checks.
What we found out may be a bit surprising. In fact, in some districts, bus drivers, teachers' aides, even other personnel can be hired without background checks. KAKE's Monica Castro talked to local districts here about their own policy. Monica.
According to the Kansas Department of Education, teachers have to submit fingerprints to them for a criminal background check that's done by the Kansas Bureau of Investigations. But for other employees like bus drivers, it could be optional based on the school district.
When you leave your child at school, you want to know they're in the best hands. That's why Wichita Public School District conducts criminal background checks for all its employees, even bus drivers.
We contract with First Student for them to supply the drivers for us. And they conduct their background checks, and then we conduct our own background checks on those drivers with the KBI database.
Additional checks are conducted in case those drivers are in any kind of accidents.
There's always checks for alcohol if there's an accident, whether the driver is at fault or not, even if two buses accidentally clip mirrors in a parking lot. That is part of the protocol.
KAKE News called nearby districts to see what their background check policies are like. Derby, Andover, Augusta, Mulvane, and Goddard all do criminal background checks for all of its employees, including non-licensed staff and bus drivers. The Mays School District tells us they even do criminal background checks of volunteers who will be in the classrooms working with kids.
It doesn't matter if they're a teacher's aide or if they are a custodian. They go through the background check so that we know that if they have interactions with our kids that those kids are safe.
Now, during this legislative session, the Senate passed a bill expanding the state's requirements for criminal background checks and fingerprinting for all school employees that would have contact with children. But the House struck it from its calendar.